Live from the Snack Depot, GameSpot presents the HotSpot. And now here's your host master, Rich Gallup.
Hello everyone, it's Wednesday, November 23rd, and that means once again it's time for GameSpot Presents The HotSpot, still your only audio source for all the hot topics from the world of video games. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I'm Rich Gallup, your host, features producer of GameSpot Live, and I'm joined, as always, by Bob Kaliko, Associate Editor for GameSpot. Hey, Bob.
Gobble, gobble.
And Jeff Gerstmann, Senior Editor. He's here, too. Hey, Jeff.
Hey.
We're going to have a slightly smaller crowd because everyone is off playing their Xbox 360s right now.
That's true.
Trying to earn points on their gamer tag and beat Jeff in the standings.
They'll never do it unless they play Cameo. I haven't played, like, Cameo doles out the points real easy.
Yeah.
So, like, there are people that have more points on Cameo than I have overall.
Yeah.
I'm just over 400 points.
That's it?
Yeah, I mean...
That doesn't seem like a lot of points.
I mean, certain achievements give out, like, 5 points, 10 points, stuff like that. So, and on top of that, I played, stuff like Need for Speed and Tony Hawk on pre-release systems. So I actually have to go back and play those games again.
I'm sorry.
To earn points.
So
I need the points.
So the Xbox 360 has launched. It launched yesterday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do we know about the launch? And then we'll maybe go back and explain Jeff's new addiction.
Well, what we know about the launch is that people bought all those things, and now a significant number of them are gouging people on eBay for Xbox 360s.
I saw one this morning for $6,000 just for a premium bundle and a limited edition copy of Perfect Dark. $6,000.
That's insane.
Are you crazy? People are crazy.
Like the going rate right now is actually dropped a bit from where it was yesterday. It seems to be somewhere around $1,200 or so.
You're still crazy.
Still crazy.
I hate all of you.
Xbox has gone on, Microsoft has gone on record saying today, yes, we are aware of the shortages, but just you wait because they're going to get shipments out every week.
Yeah, they're basically hoping for weekly shipments to try and, get more out there so people can buy those. And that's great because the more they put out there, the more people see that the restock's coming sooner rather than later. The sooner these eBay dirtbags get kicked out, the sooner their free ride is over. Though, item number, if you want to buy mine, no.
So were either of you guys in line to buy one?
I tried to.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of seeing the spectacle and being a part of it, and so I could be an eBay dirtbag also. But I rolled around some Targets and Best Buys in my area the night before just to scope it out, and there were already quite a few people in line the night before those places, so I just decided it wasn't even worth waking up.
Jeff?
While people were waiting in line for Xboxes, I was at home playing one.
Oh,
so
you are a dirtbag.
Yeah. And then the next day, mine showed up.
Oh, okay.
So there was a while there that I had one sitting right next to one. So I had two, and some people had none.
I saw a dude on the train with one last night. I was thinking, well, I guess I didn't have to wait in line.
Should have stuck.
Jack!
Yeah,
But
stuck them.
No, I didn't get an Xbox 360. I've only had my Xbox for like 8 months now.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to get another one.
Well, speaking of jacking people, there have been some stories about robberies of Xbox 360s.
There was in Virginia, I believe. Someone busted into a store with a handgun and said, hey, give me those 2 Xbox 360s. And then he got arrested.
But were they core or premium packages?
I don't know.
That's the real question.
That is the question.
Because if you're sticking people up for core systems, you're an idiot.
Do they come in the same box? Are they different
No,
boxes?
it's like a green box and a white box.
Man.
You want the white box.
So
jackers out there,
when
look for the white
sticking
boxes.
Up someone, the white box.
Dude
That's the one.
Dude on the train totally had a white box. So, Jeff, you have your Xbox 360.
Yeah, I've been playing it for quite some time now.
We talked about the games last week.
Yeah.
Why don't you just tell us about the system itself? A lot of people are talking about the Power Brick. We talked about it a little bit last week.
Yeah, well, it's awesome.
The Power Brick or the system?
The Power Brick is awesome, man. It's like you could kill somebody with that. No, I mean, whatever. It's big, but who cares? I mean, you throw it under a table, you throw it down below your shelf. It's not like you're looking at the Power Brick 24 hours a day going, God, it's so gargantuan.
Right.
For me, like, score is back as an element in games, and the Xbox 360 has made all this possible on, like, several different levels. So you've got, attached to your profile, you have your gamer score, which is, it's a terrible name.
It's a great term.
It's a great term.
Yeah.
It's attached to your gamer tag.
Stop.
Each game has things that you can do in them to earn points, and they call them achievements.
Gamer achievements?
No, just achievements.
Okay.
And some of this stuff, it's different for every game, obviously. So in Call of Duty 2, you get 50 points for completing basic training. And then in Cameo, you know, for saving one of the members of your family, you get, you know, 100 points for this or whatever. You go score a first down in Madden. The first time you do it, you'll get, you know, 15 points here. If you go onto the Xbox Live Arcade games, if you're playing Joust and you beat a pterodactyl, you get 30 points. Or
really?
You reach wave 5 and get 15 points. So they've got all these little things that you want to do. And some of it's just stuff you'll encounter as you progress through the story of a game. I mean, obviously playing Cameo, you'll get a great deal of points just playing that game normally. But some of them are just ridiculous. Okay, so Smash TV actually isn't out yet for the Xbox 360, but it's on our pre-release systems. We can get on the pre-release servers and see all that stuff. So I've actually played a fair amount of Smash TV. And one of the achievements for that is beat the game without continuing.
What?
You have to be ice cold Val Kilmer crazy to execute something like that. You have to be out of your damn mind to pull that off. And there's other stuff like that, like you know, Geometry Wars wants you to score 1 million points without dying. I mean, that stuff's just impossible.
So would you send a friend request if you saw someone online who had that achievement?
Yeah, and you can do that. You know, you can go look at the high score lists for all these games because, you know, a lot, especially on Xbox Live Arcade, all these games have scoreboards that you can go look at, and you could actually just, without even adding them to a friends list, you could just send a message to the number 1 ranked player and be like, dude, what are you doing?
So how long until they tie your gamer score into microtransactions? How long until it says, buy this icon for $1.13 and we will give you 10 free points along with it?
I don't think they'll do that.
That'd
I
be
think
really dirty.
Yeah, that'd be too dirty. I think they'll keep it clean. But hopefully what they'll do is eventually make it so your gamer score eventually gives you additional benefits, like certain, you know, if it'll just unlock, you know, icon pictures if you're, you know, in the top 10%, you know, or something like that. You know, there's a lot of different things they could do.
EA has actually already done something similar with their sports series, or
That's
they
right.
used to at least. Like, if you bought a new game, let's say it was Madden, and then it would look in your memory card and say, oh, you've also been playing NBA Live and NCAA. Well, now we're going to add to your EA Sport Gamer score, and it unlocks like special jerseys or
Mike
stuff
Singletary
like that.
or
you know,
something. Yeah.
Old school all-star teams, that kind of thing. And that's how they tried to hook you in and get you the continuation. I never cared about it, but...
Yeah, see, like this stuff, and the reason this stuff's so great is because it's not just games like Geometry Wars, it's not just these arcade games where you're getting scores. It's like now, you know, if you're an RPG player, you can still have something to show for it, you know, on a profile level. So like, here, well, I beat this game, I got this far. It's like there's just a whole lot of bragging rights stuff built right into the console.
I'm going to make another prediction then.
Okay.
Based on this score stuff, since Jeff, I can see it's pulled you in, I'm guessing it's going to pull in several more people as well.
Mm-hmm.
The Xbox definitely, over its time, had some real stinkers of games out there.
Yeah.
How long until Drake and the 99 Dragons 2, aka Drake and the 100 Dragons, comes out and they give you whatever the full allotment of points they can allot for just firing up the game, and then everyone goes out and buys this game for $20 or whatever just so it can get the 4,000 points.
Well, they don't need to buy the game. They could just, you know, go rent it and then pass it around to all their friends.
Right, there you go.
Yeah, so there are ways around that too.
But I can see that happening.
I could totally see that. Like, yeah,
you would do
like,
it.
If I was developing a really bad game.
Yeah,
I would totally stack all the points up front and try and sucker people in.
But one interesting thing about the points, though, Justin and I were actually talking about this yesterday, is that hopefully developers will be a little bit more creative about how they allocate the points. He was using the example in Geometry Wars. You get points for staying alive for a minute without shooting.
Okay.
So, you know, you're just sitting there trying to dodge for a minute without shooting. That's creative. It forces you to play the game in a different way than you normally would.
Right, like Joust has one for staying alive in the first wave for 2 minutes, which is actually a pretty long time to stay in the first level of Joust.
Because then those pterodactyl things show up, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking, well, you know, I played Call of Duty 2. That game only basically gives you points for beating the levels. What if they just said, we'll give you 150 points for beating this level with grenades only, or you know, something crazy like that? That would kind of add more value and help differentiate the game a little bit more than...
Yeah, and that's actually what Quake 4 does, is they actually have a whole set of achievements for just beating a level using only one weapon.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then also they have some that are secret. Like when you go look at the list of achievements, it doesn't show them. But there are instances where you run into other Marines and stuff, and they could either live or die. They're optional characters throughout the campaign that you know, if you can see them through, you know, in the PC version it was like, oh, I saw them through. I feel good about keeping these fake people alive. But now you do that and you actually get a medal, and then it's an achievement, and then you get points for it. So it's like cool little secret bonuses that they've hidden throughout. There's a lot of really cool ways to to use those 1,000 points that each game will have.
I just hope as we see more Xbox 360 games that more of them will think of more creative ways to allocate the points.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else about the Xbox 360 before we move on?
It's like an inhale.
For more information on the Xbox 360, visit the Xbox 360 Launch Center on GameSpot. We have full reviews for every single launch title. Am I right?
That is correct, and we have some reviews for some of the Xbox Live Arcade stuff as well.
Cool.
Actually, no, there is one more Xbox 360 thing I want to cover.
Oh, yes, Jeff?
I have here in front of me
I was asking.
a copy of Perfect Dark Initial Vector.
What is that?
It's the Perfect Dark book that, as they say here, says, continuing the epic story featured in the Xbox 360 game Perfect Dark Zero.
Oh.
Book? You mean there's like words and stuff I have to read?
There are words in this book. There's some kind of story. I just want to read a few sentences that I just kind of opened it at random and found these and then decided I wanted to share them with everyone.
Whatever, dude. You read the whole thing 3 times.
I literally just got it this morning, so I've only read it twice.
Nice.
This is chapter 2. Joanna Dark was tired of killing. Her lungs burned for air. The muscles in her thighs, back, and arm ached. And her mouth felt filled with hot sand. Sweat stung her eyes, blurring her vision. Perspiration running freely down her face and neck, soaking her shirt until it felt 5 pounds heavier in water weight alone. Blood and smoke burns peppered her skin. All right, no, okay, yeah.
Dude, totally stop.
So, in short, this book is amazing.
What was that? Was not.
I have no
book
idea.
About
That's
a video
totally
game.
out of context. I don't even know what. I don't know. The back of it says the year is 2020. Corporations control everything, and then it.
Are you going to read it
from there, dude? No.
I'll read it. I will read it this weekend and give you a full report on next week's HotSpot.
If you buy that book, you're a bad person.
Actually, let me see it real quick. I want to see how big the words are.
Here you go. The words are awfully big.
Oh yeah, also I can read this in
it's like
easy
choose
to
your own
read print.
adventure.
It's like they printed it for 80-year-olds.
I will read that whole thing and I will write about it.
Okay.
I promise you that.
All right, and let me know because who knows, I might read it. You never know.
Sure.
We also got the soundtrack, so we'll have a soundtrack review of that before too long too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I will totally read that book. All right, sweet. Let's move on then. That's the Xbox 360. As we said, check out the Launch Center on GameSpot.
You should get one if you can.
Actually, you know what? I do want to talk about one more thing. Actually, now that we've had all the reviews come out, I don't want to let go of the Xbox 360 yet.
Sure.
Bob, I think we talked about it last week a little bit. Do you need an HD TV to enjoy the Xbox 360?
I would say yes.
I'd say yeah.
Yep, and that's why I don't have one.
That's why I don't have one.
Some of those games look not so hot in standard resolution. Some of them still look pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's definitely kind of a line that you must cross to get the most out of the system.
And read our reviews will tell you which ones look good on HD and which ones
Precisely.
don't.
I feel like after this Christmas, I feel like everyone who can get one will be getting an HD TV.
Yeah.
And that will help bring the prices down by like March or so.
Yeah, the industry's been saying that this is the holiday season for HD TVs. Like the prices have finally gotten low enough kind of across the board that there's now an entry level HD set that you can get. So
I will wait.
Yeah.
I am patient.